So children, let's begin our today's EVS 1 class, lesson number 3, with a very simple and wonderful thought. Do what is right, not what is easy. So always choose the right thing for yourself, not the one which is easy. Okay, so let's continue our lesson number 3. So in the last period, we had studied something about the lithosphere. Litho is what, children? Land. Land portion of the earth is said to be the lithosphere. So it's very obvious that today we have to study about the hydrosphere. Now children, the meaning of this word hydro is what? Water. So whatever water surface or what water content we have on the earth's surface, that is all said to be hydrosphere. Okay, the water part of the earth, in simple way, simple terms, water part of the earth is said to be hydrosphere. Hydro means what? Water. Now, which are the important points which we should remember under hydrosphere is, you know very well, 2/3 of the earth's surface is occupied by hydrosphere. Major portion of the earth, big portion of the earth is covered with water, hydrosphere. Okay, now which are the different forms of water bodies, in which different ways we see water on the earth's surface? They are said to be the different forms. Which are they? So first we have to start with the oceans. You know very well, oceans, they are the big major water bodies. Big water bodies, children, on the earth are said to be the oceans. In Marathi we say Mahasagar, isn't it? Oceans. So which are the important oceans that we see on the earth? It is Atlantic Ocean, Pacific, Arctic, Indian and Southern Ocean. Again I repeat, Atlantic, Pacific, Arctic, Indian and Southern Ocean. So these are some of the important major or huge water bodies that we see on the earth's surface. Now coastal waters. What are the coastal waters? You know very well, children, all rivers, streams, it goes into the sea and finally sea goes into the oceans. Okay, so coastal water bodies are formed from these big water bodies, that is the oceans. They are said to be the coastal waters. So how we can define these coastal waters? The land along the margins of the oceans is said to be the coastal region. Okay, the land portion which we see near the oceans, it is said to be the coastal waters. Okay children, so which are the examples of these coastal waters? The best example and the first example is sea. You know very well, sea. In Marathi we say samudra, isn't it? Now we know very well what is sea, what is the meaning of sea, but what is this bay, gulf, strait and creek? See children, these are some of the small and narrow water bodies which we see around the sea. Okay, these are smaller water bodies which are formed out of the sea, which comes out of the sea. Okay, again I repeat those names: bay, gulf, strait and creek. These are the smaller and narrow water bodies which are formed out of the sea. Again remember, oceans, major, huge, big water bodies. Comparatively, coastal waters are smaller water bodies which are formed out of the oceans. But which are the examples of coastal water bodies? It is sea. Now out of the sea again we see some of the smaller water bodies, that is bay, gulf, strait and creek. So all these small water bodies are formed out of the sea. Okay, this thing is clear to all of you. Now which is the next form of water which we see on the earth? It is the surface water, children. Surface, on the surface of earth we see water in the form of rill. Now what is this rill? Rill is again a small stream. Do you know what is stream? What is the meaning of stream, children? Stream is nothing but a small river. Okay, stream, small water body. So rill is the smallest stream. Brook, stream, river is said to be the largest, and then waterfall, lake and pond is a small water body again, isn't it? So these are some of the forms in which we see water on surface, on earth's surface. Again I repeat, rill, smallest, brook, stream, river, waterfall, lake and pond. Okay children, we know very well what is waterfall, lake. Lake means one in Marathi we say talav, isn't it? Pond, again a small water body, just like a lake. But what is this rill and brook? Rill and brook is these are smaller streams, small rivers, we can say, very small rivers. Okay, so these again are some of the forms of the water which we see on the surface. This thing is clear to you, children? So which are the different forms of water bodies? Oceans, coastal waters. So oceans, which are the major oceans? Atlantic, Pacific, Arctic, Indian and Southern Ocean. Which are the coastal waters? Examples: sea, bay, gulf, strait and creek. These are the coastal waters. Okay, and which is the surface water? Rill, smaller stream, brook, again kind of a stream, river, largest source, waterfall, lake, and pond. Okay, so reel and brook is nothing but the smaller streams. Stream, what is the meaning of stream, children? Reel and brook, streams. Streams means small river, small, very small water body. Okay. Let's continue ahead. In the last slide, we saw some of the different forms of water, but there are some more forms in which we see water on the earth's surface. Which are those different forms then? Huh. Water in the form of ice. Okay, you see water in the form of ice also. You know very well, when ice melts, what you get? You get water, isn't it? Huh. But moving ice masses are called glaciers. Now you might have seen in the colder regions especially, isn't it, where there is a tremendous cold, the huge blocks of ice, it moves, huge mountains of the ice you come across, isn't it? So those huge masses or huge blocks of ice, huge mountains of ice, they are said to be the glaciers. Okay, but when you see those huge blocks of ice floating in the sea, they are said to be the icebergs. Remember the movie Titanic, isn't it? How that Titanic sank into the sea when that Titanic met with an accident with the iceberg, isn't it? So what is that iceberg? Moving ice, huge ice mountains in the sea. They are known as, or they are called as, icebergs. Okay, children, again I repeat, moving ice masses. Masses means what, children? Blocks, huge blocks of ice, huge pieces of ice. So moving ice masses are called glaciers. When you see this ice on the mountains, it is the glaciers. But when you see those huge mountains of ice in the sea, when it floats in the sea, they are said to be the icebergs, isn't it? You might have seen this on Discovery or National Geographic channel many a times, isn't it? Those huge mountains of ice, it keeps on floating on the sea, isn't it? They are said to be the icebergs. Okay. Huh. So what is your today's homework, children? You have to write down those points to remember, which we saw just now, in your notebook without fail, because this is a very important part of the lesson, hydrosphere. Okay, so I want all these things in your notebook. Fine. So again I repeat, children, hydrosphere is what? Yes. Hydrosphere is what, children? Different forms of water bodies, isn't it? Different forms of water which we see on the earth's surface, isn't it? Oceans, coastal waters, surface water, isn't it? And then you also see water in the form of glaciers, that is huge mountains of ice, and in the form of icebergs, which is nothing but the huge blocks of, or huge mountains of ice which keeps on floating in the sea. Okay, that's all for today's lesson, children. Okay, we will again continue with the same lesson in the next period.